The AzTec video. (2025) Andrew T 12345 videos. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the AzTec video. This is the newest video project created by Andrew Thompson, the 19-year-old that owns the Andrew T 12345 content company. Now, let's start here. Andrew T 12345 Productions. Andrew Thompson's big plan for 2027. So, 2027 is in 2 years. So, Andrew Thompson is going to graduate post-secondary at Dorothy Boswell School in Ventura in 2027, for the class of 2027. So, we are in the middle of 2025 right now. So, we just got 2026 to get thought, then we are heading on to 2027. The year Andrew Thompson graduates from post-secondary at Dorothy Boswell School. Do any of you fans of Andrew T 12345 remember when I uploaded the videos of my high school graduation from Triton Academy in Camarillo back in 2023? Then leave in the comments below, because not only did a lot of fans see those videos, but I have been waiting for that time since 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic. And in 3 years, I finally got that graduation. I hope that would happen, because graduates of the class of 2020 did not get a graduation party or ceremony, because of the COVID-19 pandemic. I remember that was really crappy for everyone. So, I hope we can start all new and fresh for 2026 and let go of all of the bad stuff, unexpected things, and triggers that has happened on the internet, TV and real life, because those need to go, because they just make things worse and traumatize people. So, let's start all new and fresh for 2026 and let go of all of that crap from 2025 and below, because that was all in the past. Twenty 2025 has been a good enough year, but because of all of the ICE raids in California, some of the mistakes I made and triggers I came across, 2025 could have been a bit better, even though it was a good enough year, but there are still some bug fixes that we can fix, and that is what we will be doing for 2026. 2026 will be a better year. There should be some brand new improvements for 2026 as well. Improvements that are going to happen in 2026. So, the improvements of 2026 are going to be Sonic the Hedgehog's 35th anniversary celebration. That one annoying girl that I have been dealing with for about a year now leaves my life. My final school year of my entire school career from 2008 to now starts, which that is the 2026-2027 school year, and 2026 is the year that I turn 21 years old. So, August 2025 is almost over. So, how are we going to end this month with the best ending and make the best out of September 2025? Well, as soon as it hits September 2025, it will be later 2025, because from September 1st of every year, post-secondary graduates usually leave post-secondary in December after their graduation ceremony in June. So, starting September 1st, 2025, we will be in later 2025. Andrew Thompson's plans for his 20th birthday. So, Andrew Thompson's plans for his 20th birthday are going to be, going to Universal City Walk in Hollywood, Los Angeles again, getting a Nintendo Switch and getting at least $100. Those are his plans as of right now. But until then, let's make the best out of August and September 2025. Andrew Thompson's plans for 2026. So, 2026 start in almost 4 months. So, we are going to start wrapping up 2025 in about the next couple months. So, we had a pretty good enough year for 2025, but we want to have an even better year for 2026, because 2026 is going to be a banger. So, Andrew Thompson's plans are, he is going to start all new and fresh for 2026 and let go of everything from 2025 and below. "2026 is going to bring some brand new improvements to Andrew Thompson's life and the internet, because on the internet, the Sonic the Hedgehog 35th anniversary is going to happen, in Andrew Thompson's life. I am not going to call any names on this video, but that one severely disabled girl at school that he has been dealing with is going to leave his life in June 2026. 2026 is going to be the year that his final school year starts, which is the 2026-2027 school year, and much more coming. Andrew Thompson's big plan for 2027. So, the big plan is, Andrew Thompson is going to graduate post-secondary from Dorothy Boswell School in Ventura for the class of 2020, so, that's just in 2 years. So, Andrew Thompson has just the 2025, 2026 and 2026-2027 school years left. Then he is done with his extended school career that first started in December 2008, when he was 3 years old. So, what is Andrew Thompson going to do for his post-secondary graduation in 2027? So, the plans is, Andrew Thompson is going to have another graduation party for his post-secondary graduation in 2027. So, he is going to make the best out of the 2025, 2026 and 2026-2027 school years, even though the 2025-2026 school year has not started the way that he planned it to, but he is still going to continue on with the career. So, what are Andrew Thompson's first thought of the 2025-2026 school year? Well, it did not really start the same way as he expected, but there were a little bit more improvements for Dorothy Boswell School, like a few more recent students from Triton Academy started coming to Dorothy Boswell School, but they were not students that he cares as much about than the friends that he had at Triton Academy. Circus Club has been discontinued and he is packed enough to go to Ventura College, but that's next. So, there is a real disappointment of the 2025-2026 school year. And that disappointment is as soon as Andrew Thompson asked his teacher when he was going to enroll to Ventura College, his teacher said that he had to do it with his mom during the summer, which he was not told about doing during the summer of 2025-2026, but his teacher claimed that she told him to do that during summer 2025. But Andrew Thompson has no memory of getting told about, so, that how Andrew Thompson got disappointed on the first day of school. Another disappointment about the 2025-2026 school year is, I am not going to call any names, but the 3 students in his class that he personally does not like are still in his class and still going to school with no improvements to themselves. So, there is that one severely disabled and annoying girl that he has been dealing with for about a year now, and blind boy that just yells out of nowhere, and the next one is not as triggering as the other two. Other than the 2 disappointments at the first day of school, the 2025-2026 school year has been going good so far. So, what Andrew Thompson's next plans for the 2025-2026 school year? Well, the 2 big plans are going to be Ventura College and Video Game Club, but hopefully both of those happen this school year. So, if both of those do happen in the 2025-2026 school year, then the big 2 goals of the 2025-2026 school year are going to be accomplished, but after that, there is still one more goal, and that goal is starting a yearbook club for Dorothy Boswell School to create an actual school yearbook for Dorothy Boswell School in the 2025-2026 school year. So, hopefully all of those happen in the 2025-2026 school year. Then after this school year, Andrew Thompson's last ever school year in his entire extended school career is going to start, which that is the 2026-2027 school year. So, stay tuned for that soon. So, what is Andrew Thompson going to do after the 2026-2027 school year? So, that will be starting August 2027. So, what is Andrew Thompson going to start doing to education starting August 2027? Will he start Ventura College full-time right away, will be going to art programs, or will to be getting a full-time job? We don't really know just yet. But at that time, Andrew Thompson will be completely done with school buses. But the goal is going to Ventura College full-time. But what else is Andrew Thompson going to do for education starting August 2027? Considering that August 2027 is a new chapter for Andrew Thompson's life careers. Improvements that are occurring after the 2026-2027 school year. So, those improvements are going to be taking the blue VCTC buses in Ventura County instead of school buses, going to Ventura College full-time and being done having to worry about school schedules. So, August 2027 is a brand new chapter for Andrew Thompson's life. One brand new interesting fact, Andrew Thompson's first year of Triton Academy, which is the 2015-2016 school year, was actually 10 years ago. Can you believe that? I remember when I first started Triton Academy back in August 2015 for the 2015-2016 school year, and that was all 10 years ago. Can you believe that? That was back when Cartoon Network was good, indeed, of all the crappy shows that were already released at that time. But we had some of the best Cartoon Network shows at that time, like Regular Show, Adventure Time, Steven Universe, and We Bare Bears. Man, those were actually good days, back when Cartoon Network was still good. So, 2025 and 2026 are starting something new in Andrew Thompson's life. And that is a brand new era stage of his media life, and that is the 7th era stage of his media life, which started this year, 2025. The 6th era stage was from 2022 to 2024, the 5th era stage, which is the worst of all, was from 2020 to 2021, the 4th era stage, which was the second worst, was from 2017 to 2019, the 3rd era stage, which was actually a pretty good era stage for him, was from 2015 to 2016, and he remembers how much better Cartoon Network was, or at least in 2015, the 2nd era stage was when he was living in Ventura at a really old 1990s and early 2000s based house in Ventura, and he remembers things like 2000's Hello Kitty, SpongeBob SquarePants, The Fairly Odd Parents, Disney, and Pixar, and that went from 2011 to 2014, and that was one of the oldest era stages he remembers, and the 1st era stage was his first ever experience of media, and that era stage goes all the way back to when he was born, from 2005 to 2011, to that was also a pretty good era stage. So, the best of them all would be era stages 1, 3, and 7, but 6 was decent enough, besides from all of those triggers in 2022 and 2023, because those were not very good moments from stage era 6. So, how long is the 7th era stage going to last? We all know, it started in 2025. 2025 is the first ever start year of the era stage, but how long is it going to last for, depending to the next few year or more, time will decide by then, but it is for sure going to last thought 2026 and 2027 for sure. But depending on 2028, that will decide on how stage era 7 is going to proceed, either it's going to last or end, but hopefully last for longer. So, thinking beyond the 2020s, how is Andrew Thompson going to suit up the year 2030? Considering that 2030 is in 5 years, by then, it will not be the 2020s anymore. It will be the 2030s, starting off with the early 2030s. So, starting with the year 2030, what will the internet look like starting with that time and continuing for the early 2030s? We don't know. Will it change big time again? Or will it be similar? We will see in about 5 years. So, we all know about the internet right now in the 2020s, with YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, DeviantArt, Facebook, X, TikTok, Snapchat, Google Images, eBay, Amazon, Bing Images and much more stuff out there. But what will the internet look like in 5 years? We have not idea or leaks, but we should understand better on how it's going to look like starting of with January 2030, and that should be more leaked by late 2029. but hopefully there are not going to be any worse triggers on the internet in the 2030s, than there is now in the 2020s, but many of those triggers are ever going to be leaving the internet. But we can hope for no more triggers like that, for worse than that, because the internet already has bad enough triggers as of right now in 2025, which is in the mid-2020s. So, let's make this channel a better place on the internet.
Sweet is the sound of the water that crashes to the shore, triumphantly telling us summer's made its place here. With you, there's nothing to be timid of, as the ocean water cool sweeps us up, answering our new love. Light is my heart after ages of darkness without hope, and in the sky fledgling birds share joy in new experience. Like them, my soul is soaring reckless free, while the rhythm of the breeze carries all of us effortlessly. Sun for sunshine, I sing this song sublime since you approached me. Sun for sunshine, so splendid as the summer goes on. We laugh and we smile, gazing over the fields of green and gold, the brightness of the blue sky reflected in your blue eyes. Life is a never-ending adventure. I'm so glad to have you here with me in the sunshine finally.
So, what is the internet going to look like from 2026 to 2029? Well, there is going to be one thing, Sonic's 35th anniversary, but what else? With the year 2025 bringing us a brand new Nintendo video game console, the Nintendo Switch 2. The Nintendo Switch 2 is Nintendo's brand new 9th gen video game console, released in June 2025. The launch titles that don't have keycard pass are Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza. The rest of the Nintendo Switch 2 games are keycard pass American Samoa of right now in 2025. But what are we going to be getting in 2026 and 2027? (2026 and 2027) are years that Nintendo can release video games for the Nintendo Switch 2 that are not keycard workable, like there can be a brand new Super Smash Bros. Video game, a brand new Mario Party, or even a brand new mainline Mario game. So, what are we going to start getting in late 2025, early 2026? We will see later in that time.
So, what new announcements of Sonic the Hedgehog, Super Mario, Pokemon, Nintendo, Sanrio, PlayStation, Sony, Microsoft, Sega, or anything media-wise are we going to get starting from November 2025? Well, right now, we are in August 2025 right now. So, August 2020 ends soon, then it will be September 2025. September 2025 starts soon, so stay tuned that when it comes. So, 2025 ends in almost 4 months. So, we are going to finish the rest of 2025 with all of the culture that we have in life and on the internet, so we can't make it to 2026 and start all new and fresh for 2026 and let go of all of that bad stuff that happened from 2025 and below, because those are all going to be in previous years starting on January 1st, 2020. That day is going to start off the year 2026 with the month January 2026. So, what are Andrew Thompson's plans starting January 2026? Well, it will start happened around January 1st, 2026. January 1st, 2026 is when we should get more information about the Sonic game that is going to be coming out in 2026 is going to be announced a little more, but we don't really know too much about that brand new Sonic game coming out next year, but we should find out by late 2025 early 2026. So, what new stuff are we going to be getting in 2026? We don't really know just yet, but we should know by December 2025 and January 2026, because back in December 2024, we got out first ever announcement of Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, starting off with Shadow the Hedgehog getting in his racer car and driving off, but the release date for that game is September 25th, 2025, which that is actually pretty soon. So, we all know about the Sonic the Hedgehog movies 1, 2, and 3, right? But did you know, there is going to be a Sonic movie 4 coming out in March 2027? Yes, a Sonic movie 4 is coming out in March 2027, and it is going to star Amy Rose in it, and the enemies are going to be an army of Metal Sonics, just like how the Sonic movie 3 in December 2024 starred Shadow, but yet Shadow went from enemy to good guy in the movie. So, we all know about the TV series that is part of the Sonic movie series, Knuckles, right? It's the Knuckles TV series, but did you know, there is going to be a Shadow the Hedgehog TV series like that coming out soon in the 2020s? Yes, like the Knuckles TV series coming out in April 2024, there is going to be a Shadow the Hedgehog TV series like that coming out later in the 2020s, like around 2026. "2025 Andrew T12345 videos. Did you like this video? If you did, then give this video a like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos of Andrew T12345. The end.